Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is Chad with Lone Stars Lounge. I'd like to welcome you back. Today I got a very special video for you. Last weekend there was a Western festival in a couple towns over from me, and at that festival they had the World Tamale Eating Championships via Major League Eating, so it was a sanctioned event. So there is a YouTuber there that I know. Her name is Katie. With her channel is Beyond Seattle Eats. She's a good friend of mine. She was at the festival, so I drove over there to go meet her and cheer her on and watch her compete. Since I've never seen her compete before. If you don't know Beyond Seattle Eats, I'll link her channel down in the description. She is a competitive eater. She does a bunch of spicy challenges, food challenges. She's an absolute great individual, so definitely go check her out, and I'll put her link in the description box as well. But the entire weekend was fun. I went there to go meet her, and there was some other really big hitters in the competitive eating contest there as well. You had Michelle Lasco, you had Mickey Sudo, you had Jeff Esper, you had Big Mike, you had Jocelyn, and that's just to name a few. It was really fun to watch them kind of do what they do. I believe the winner ate, 86. I'm not going to ruin who won it for you because it will be in the video. But I will link all of the competitive eaters that I know that have YouTube channels. I will link them all in the description of this video. But the reason why I'm coming out with a video like this is I forgot to do a intro video at the festival. So I'm making the intro video now, and then I will have the video that will come out right after I'm done talking here. It is going to be a little bit of a long video. I'm going to skip past some of the eating part, so that way you're not sitting through the full 10 minutes of it. But I'll catch the beginnings of it and how they call everybody out. I'll catch the very end, so you'll know who won and all that good stuff. So definitely stick around so you can kind of see who won the competitive eating contest for tamales. Also, I was using a GoPro at the festival, and some of the video footage is a little bit shaky. I apologize about that. It was hot. I kept having to change hands because I was holding it with my hand. So I'll try to cut out as much as I can so it doesn't make you nauseous. But it's a great video. I didn't get any video of all of us getting to hang out after the festival, but I did take a couple pictures. But again, Beyond Seattle Eats, aka Katie, it was such an honor, such a pleasure to meet you. You're an absolute great friend, and you introduced me to all of your friends, all of your competitive eater friends, and it was good to meet all of them as well and hang out with them. So enough of me chatting. I'm going to go ahead and kick this on over to the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this out, and definitely check out the links of the channels down in the description. A bunch of great channels. They do a bunch of great challenges, and yeah, just go and definitely check them out. So here comes the video. Hey, what's up everybody? We are here in Lewisville, Texas at the Western Days Festival, where today we will see Beyond Seattle Eats, aka Katie, compete in the tamale eating contest. So look forward to that. I'm walking in the festival as we speak, and we're gonna go find her and watch her eat some tamales. Pretty cool truck. Very cool little truck. Yeah, it's a nice day out here in Lewisville, Texas. About 80 degrees. Nice and comfortable feeling. So I said I'm on my journey to go find Katie and watch her get some tamales, and hopefully I'll get a little video of her. So until then, stay tuned. Alright, sorry the video has been a little bit choppy, but I found the tamale eating contest. Let's go look for Miss Beyond Seattle Eats, Katie. See if we can see her here. Pretty cool little, it's at City Hall. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little event.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome. Thanks to each and every one of you for choosing to spend some of your Lewisville Western Days Festival here with us. My name is Sam Barclay. I am from Major League Eating.
Yeah!
You get it. You, sir, get it. I do. That wasn't an I do of conceitedness. It was one of self-understanding and truth. I am from Major League Eating. For those who don't know, we are the world body that governs and sanctions all stomach-centric sports. Translated, we run competitive eating.
Yeah.
Can I get a yeah from over there? Gentleman with the 16-ounce Bud Light gave me the best yeah so far. Coming up on this majestic stage in a matter of moments, ladies and gentlemen, is the Padrino Foods World Tamale Eating Championship. There is no bigger stage in all of world sports. No one denies this. Let's pause right there. We ain't music yet, DJ Jason. Let's pause it. Let's pause the music. I'm talking for like a good 5 minutes before we hit that fresh beat. Coming up on this majestic stage, the Padrino Foods World Tamale Eating Championship presented by Market Street. No bigger stage.
Yeah!
I'll soon be joined on this stage by the greatest eaters who have ever lived. Major League Eating's weapons of mass consumption. They will take to this stage and they will eat as many 2-ounce Padrino Foods tamales as they can in 10 minutes. Whoever eats the most will be declared the winner. It is not rocket science, Lewisville. $3,500 on the line, $1,500 to first place, increasingly less down to 6th. But more importantly than money, ladies and gentlemen, and I know we live in lean economic times, more importantly than money, the World Tamale Eating record is on the line here today, ladies and gentlemen. We are cleared for an official world record attempt.
Nice. Yeah! Yeah!
Those of you who have been paying attention in class will know that the World Tamale Eating record, as of right now, in este momento, stands at 95 tamales in just 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah!
12,000 calories!
Yeah!
From the back of the stage, my assistant, with the dietitian, I should say, my dietitian, 12,000 calories reportedly. That record is on the line. That record is held by a man by the name of Jeffrey Esper, ranked number 2 in the world. A man who has eaten 83 slices of pizza in 10 minutes.
Wow.
A man who has eaten 281 Hooters chicken wings in 10 minutes. A man who has eaten 95 Padrino Foods tamales in 10 minutes. Esper is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Esper is here.
Yeah!
But he is here not to defend his title, no. He is here to smash his own world record and to send his name unto the 7 winds so that all may know it. Esper, Jeffrey. But he does not eat alone, no. We have amassed an elite field of top-tier Major League Eating talent for today's competition. The great Miki Sudo is here.
Yeah!
The top-ranked female eater in the world is in the house. 7-time Nathan's famous women's hot dog eating champion. The great Michelle Lesko is here.
Yeah!
The great Steve Hammond. The great Adrian Morgan, your 2016 champion at this event, along with many, many more from near and far. They have one thing in their sights, and that is an attempt to earn the right for the next 12 months at least to walk the streets of Lewisville and the world as the Tamale Eating Champion of the world. We're going to get going shortly. Do not go anywhere. If you're coming from the rear, there are plenty of good seats available. You do not need to be up in the mezzanine level. Ladies and gentlemen of Lewisville, Texas, and the world, walk with me into to a better and brighter tomorrow, starting right here, right now. For here, under this blue umbrella sky, we await the swinging sword of justice, wielded by the Almighty himself to behead the weak and to raise up the pure of heart. For this is the Pedrito Foods World Tamale Eating Championship presented by Market Street. Now is the hour when glory calls and only the bravest are left standing to answer. Very soon, I will be joined on this stage by 14 sons and daughters of 14 proud mothers. And they will fight! They will fight! Until but one remains standing! The Tamale Eating Champion of the World!
Yeah!
In this sanctum sanctorum of salivation, this Mount Sinai of mastication, this Colosseum of competitive eating, Lewisville, the 4 sweetest words in the English language. Let the contest begin! Let it begin! Are you ready to meet our contestants?
Yeah!
Our first eater, ladies and gentlemen, representing the City of Lewisville Parks and Recreation Department, a legend of eating here in the great city of Lewisville. Himself, Wayne Peck.
Yeah!
Our next contestant is a community volunteer and an award-winning occupational therapist who daily devotes her life, her talents, her emotional and physical strength to helping thousands of people in her hometown of Sherman, Texas. And today she will learn a lesson, and that is that none of that matters. And that is the only measure of a person's importance on this planet is how many Pedrito Foods tamales you can eat in 10 minutes. Ranked number 45 in the world, the great Jocelyn Walker.
Yeah!
She's a dairy farmer, a member of this great Republic's Air Force, and she can eat 10 and a half hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. From Dorchester, Wisconsin, not Minnesota, ranked number 44 in the world, I give you the...
Yeah!
When he was in utero, his mother made a deal with the devil. She said, Satan, bless my son with razor teeth, an iron throat, and the stomach of a beluga whale. For I wish for him to experience competitive eating glory. And Satan said, sure, but I get something in return. And that is from the day of his birth until he draws his last breath. He won't be able to do that cool trick where you wiggle a pen between your thumb and index finger to make it look all bendy. So thanks to Satan himself, our next contestant is here, ranked number 43 in the world, but unable to do that cool bendy trick. Sergio Reyes, right?
Yeah!
Our next contestant has eaten more tamales than any other human being in sanctioned competition. Since his debut in 2006 at this event, he has eaten 460 and one half tamales. If he eats 1,539 and a half tamales here today, he will have eaten 2,000. That is highly unlikely, but that's how the math breaks out. From Keller, Texas, ranked number 36, Nate Miller.
Yeah!
She has eaten 16 hot dogs and buns in 28 croquetas in the same amount of time. And last year, a personal best 21 tamales in 10 minutes, all the way from Lewisville, Washington. Race number 35 in the world, Katie Prettyman.
Katie!
I would like our next contestant to come front to the stage, Mr. Ladies. Our next contestant is a model, and he is here in the Lewisville, Texas. Let's start that track again, DJ Jason. He is wearing boots by Justin. He is wearing jeans by Levi. A shirt by Padrino Foods. And what is that? A cologne by Padrino Foods. Is that? It's Ode to Tamale. The most seductive fragrance a man can wear. Ranked number 28 in the world from Brandon, Mississippi, Mike Whitey. Our next contestant is both a professional bodybuilder and a professional competitive eater. Both sports push the human form to its limits in search of glory. But I make this promise to you, Lewisville, not on my stage will you ever see a man in a lime green Speedo by the grace of God. From Bowling Green, Kentucky, ranked number 34, Bartley Weaver the fourth. Eating out of Abilene, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, making her tamales debut, a hot dog and bun specialist who has eaten 8 pints of ice cream in 33 in the world. Give it up for the great Sophia DeVita. Ladies, he is the most romantic eater in the history of competitive eating. After pottery class, he will rent a paddle boat and glide you across the lake to a secluded meadow filled with dandelions. The same dandelions you told him reminded you of your childhood. And there, over a moderately priced bottle of California Red Blend, he will recite the following poems. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and I love Padrino Foods tamales. 17 in the world, from New Orleans, Louisiana, Adrian the Morgan, your 2016 tamale champion.
Yeah.
Our next contestant is a rising star on the Major League Eating circuit. Personal best of 59 tamales in 10 minutes, 32 hot dogs and buns in the same amount of time. Ladies and gentlemen, ranked number 12 in the world from Kirkwood, Washington, Steve Hammond.
Yeah.
His hair is as soft as a mother's kiss. He is single. He is financially secure. And he can eat 46 of pies in just 8 minutes. He is a man so perfect that animals from Nashville, Tennessee, Gordon Hudson. He has, it has been said by Major League Eating Chairman George Shea, what we call in the business chicken strangler hands, tiny, powerful mitts, perfect for snapping the necks of poultry and for dominating any food you care to put in front of her. It is why, ladies and gentlemen, she has eaten 32 hot dogs and buns in just 10 minutes, 33 dozen oysters, even though she hails from Tucson, Arizona, where there are no oysters of which to speak. Ranked number 9 in the world, Michelle Nesco.
Come on, Michelle!
Bend the knee! Female leader in the world. She is the 7-time Nathan's famous women's hot dog eating champion of the world. She stands before you today, the Minnesota hot dog ice champion of the world from Canada, from heaven itself, Nikki Suda.
Mickey!
Our last contestant is a real man. A real man in a world populated by male children. His deeds, his actions speak for him, not what comes out of his mouth or what's on his social media feed. He works with his hands. He picks up heavy things and he puts them back down. He toils with integrity, passion, and honor. The first word he ever learned was work. His middle name is Industry. No nickname, for he is the tamale eating champion of the world. 95 tamales in 10 minutes, ranked number 2 in the world. From Oxford, Massachusetts, the great Jeffrey Esbar.
Yes, sir.
All right, DJ Jason, let's put the beats right here.
Let's go, Mickey!
Let's go, Katie!
Ladies and gentlemen, for those late to the party, this is the 2021 Pedrino Foods World Tamale Eating Championship, presented by Market Street. Ladies and gentlemen of Lewisville, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, help me do this. Help me count it down. From 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Yay! Go, Katie!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Go, Michelle!
off and racing a blistering pace at the outset of this contest. Jeffrey Esper appears to already have 12 months seconds. He is well and truly on world record pace. Of course, 10 minutes at this table, ladies and gentlemen. It is no sprint. 10 minutes at the table is a lifetime. Gordon Hazard, you are officially on debris. You are on debris notice, Gordon Hazard. Clean up your debris before moving on to the next plate. Jeffrey Esper, as always, a study in concentration, a study in human mechanics. He is eating and very cleanly. I want to check in. In just at the World Bratwurst Eating Championship in Cincinnati, Ohio. Can she replicate that here today, or will she go one better and win the thing? Jeffrey Esper moving ahead, appears to be 23 tamales down for Esper. He's already done with that second plate. Moving on to plate. Did not come here simply to defend his title, as I mentioned in my opening remarks, but to hopefully set a new world record, smashing his own world mark in 10 minutes.
Go!
We're 2 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen.
Go, Katie!
By my mathematics, that means there's 8 minutes to go. Mikisuno has got 24 down, but Jeffrey Esper appears to be moving forward.
Let's go, Michelle!
An insurmountable lead. Adrian Morgan, you are officially on Thursday. I will not have the integrity of this compromised by debris, as our volunteers from the city of Lewisville assist, look on with both amusement and wondering what the future might like when they get that over. Down, 7.
Go, Katie!
You can see some of our contestants potentially already slowing. Michelle, let's go in debris notice as well. Jeffrey, let's pick up in front of your plates there as well.
Got this, Katie!
Over 4 plates down for Esper.
Go, Mickey!
Here to the hub in this event, ladies and gentlemen. Just one of the proud crew who proudly sports the dancing hot dog habit on her lower left leg, part of a select club. Remains to be seen whether Nasty Day Billa can eat the required 1,539 1/2 please to push his cumulative career total to 2,000. I'm going to get the business end of the table. Stephen Hammond, as always, eating very clean, but having to pause to open the water. He's lost himself valuable seconds there. He will learn from that mistake, but will it affect his placing here today? Michelle Lesko having to pause as well. The Padrina, thank you very much, Gordon Hazard. Yep, you're good. 5.5 minutes, 4.5 minutes.
Let's go!
Our ears are moving very gracefully. The resupply team, okay, the artful watch of Tamale Championship veteran James Cookie driving the traffic. A true pro of this event.
Let's go! Let's go, Katie!
have the enviable task of operating in a judging capacity to work out who ate what. But before I do so, how about a round of applause for all of our...
Yeah! Woo!
DJ Jason has some chill out music, which is the next track, while we get to the judging with the assistance of the incomparable James. James, let's get to this. Thank you. DJ Justin, the result. In a tie for 6th place. Forgive me. In a tie for 5th place. They will each share in $125 with 52 2-ounce tamales, Gordon Hazard and Bartley Weaver.
Yeah!
In 4th place, your 2016 tamales with 53 tamales. Ladies and gentlemen. In 3rd place, Steve Tamale, so close between Hammond. Hey Justin, let's right there. Ladies and gentlemen of Lewisville, one of these contestants ate 76 1/2 tamales in 10 minutes. The other contestant, however, ate 86.
Oh, wow.
The person who ate 86 is the winner. That's how it works. That's kind of, but you don't know who that is. No, you don't. You're about to. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to announce the human being who for the next 12 months will walk not only the streets of Lewisville, Texas, but the world, rightfully proclaiming themselves to everyone they meet, whether they ask or not, that they, and only they, are the tamale-eating champion of the world. Leaving the arena today with 1,500 American dollars.
Yeah!
And the glory and privilege that comes with being the tamale-eating champion of the world, that person is with 86 tamales. Jeffrey is...
Good job, Mickey!
Stick around for Dwight Yoakam. He loves Pedrino Boost Tamale. The fact tonight. America! Yeah!
Hot. How are you, girl? Good job. Good job.